Hey guys, what's up? It's Best Goldfish, and in this video, I'm gonna be telling you three tips on how to increase the oxygen level in your goldfish tank. So the main method of knowing if your goldfish tank needs more oxygen is by observing your goldfish and seeing how often do they gasp at the surface. If they're gasping often, then that could be a sign that they need more oxygen. But if they're gasping like here and there, that could mean they are getting more oxygen for the swim bladder or like stuff like that. But if they are doing it often and you don't have food in there, that means you need more oxygen. And so here are three ways on how to increase the oxygen in your goldfish tank. So the first and most simple yet the most effective way of increasing the oxygen in your tank is by lowering the temperature. High temperature means that less oxygen is going to be dissolved in the water. So lower the temperature, the higher the oxygen level, the higher the oxygen. So if you've been breeding or trying to accelerate growth in your goldfish and increase the temperature to like, I don't know, like 79, 78 degrees, you could lower to 70, 69, 69 degrees Celsius, and then that will increase the oxygen level. But if you are living in like a hot climate, or like your room's hot, or it's just hot days, then it's a bit trickier. You're gonna need to buy a chiller, or you're gonna have to buy, I mean, you don't really have anything else to do, so you have to move on to the next steps. But yeah, if you just increase the oxygen, increase the temperature, you can lower the temperature. But if your surrounding is hot, maybe try adding a chiller. If that doesn't work, move to the second method, which is by adding more filtration or more aeration. To add aeration or filtration, just use sponge filters or air stones. And yeah, the more air circulation you have, the more oxygen gets dissolved, and the more carbon dioxide is like, let's just say, it's gone. And so these bubbles that you're seeing is not for decoration, they're for aeration and stuff. And yeah, if your goldfish are gasping at the surface, then you'd probably just need an air stone or another filter. Like if you're using canister filter, that doesn't, I mean, if you're using canister filter, maybe add sponge filters, great extra filtration and great oxygen source. Or just add an air stone or an air bar. That can be very helpful because those things make air circulation go haywire. Or you can use a wave maker. Wave makers are those mechanical things that make the water go like the ocean. Yeah, those things make more oxygen get dissolved. And yeah, that's the second way. And third way is by testing your water, and there could be ammonia or something like that in the water, causing low oxygen or nitrates. So you could add beneficial bacteria, and after adding that, the traditional method of increasing oxygen in your goldfish tank is by doing water changes. If you're doing once per week, maybe you add that up to twice a week until it gets better and stuff. You could try to do water changes and just keep on doing those water changes, adding new replenish mineralized whatever water. You could add some vitamin boosters, those vitamin packets that come like for fish, the aquarium ones. You could use them to like remineralize this, and yeah, you could do that. Some people add salt. I don't advise salt in a goldfish tank. You can use salt for medication, but not in a goldfish tank. It harms plants. It makes the parasites, believe it or not, more. They make the parasites have to adapt to the extra salt. So when your goldfish do get sick and you do use salt, it might not be effective because the parasites are now adapted to the high salt levels. Yeah, so maybe not use the salt. And bonus way of adding oxygen is the normal method. Let's say by adding fast growing plants like not some good fast growing plant, I have no clue, but like adding some fast growing plant that goldfish won't eat, which is gonna be hard. But you could, if you have a big tank with heavily heavily planted, that could increase the oxygen level. And another bonus way is by increasing the surface area. That means get a big tank, or get a tank that the specs equals more surface, the above surface area, the top surface area. Get a tank that's like more wide and long than is tall, because that makes it more effective in dissolving water, letting water in and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you like this short, quick and simple video of mine of how to increase the oxygen level in your goldfish tank. If you haven't yet, subscribe, like the video, and yeah, I'll meet you in my next video. See ya.